Good morning,
Good
guys.
morning, guys.
So we get asked all the time, what are the differences between the Philippines and Thailand?
Because both country is kind of like the popular destination for...
I think it's because they think you're from both places.
Your face is
Burn?
Filipina, huh?
Oh, yes.
And you look like a Filipina.
But either way, we're gonna get into and tell you exactly the differences that we believe between the Philippines and Thailand. Everybody knows that watches our vlogs that we always travel in the Philippines and Thailand. It's really, really hard to compare the Philippines and Thailand. In the first place, both of them have their own charm.
Today will be really challenging and interesting topic because
It's like choosing between your brothers and your sisters.
because we are both in Southeastern Asian countries, like big Southeastern Asian country family.
If you have been following our channel for a while, you probably already know that we love adventure and we definitely love island life. Before starting to compare Thailand and the Philippines, I would first like to let you know where we have been in both of these countries. Alright, for the first time we went to the Philippines, we went in January 2018 and we stayed in Dumaguete.
For a month.
Yeah.
And from Dumaguete, we also traveled to Cebu. We traveled to Secretary Island. We
Apple
traveled
Island.
to Apple Island. And also we have a chance to stay in Manila as well.
We went to
We went to Binondo in Manila, and we also went to Makati. Then a few months later, we went back to the Philippines again.
Yeah, this time we went in late April and we mainly stayed in Palawan.
And for Thailand, so basically I spent most of the time in Bangkok. We went to also Chiang Mai, up north of Thailand. And we went to Krabi. We went to Phuket. So today we will cover 10 different things about difference in Thailand and Philippines. First, we will cover the tropical getaway aspect, including beaches and island. We will start off by talking about beaches and island because both Thailand and Philippines is kind of like well known for the island getaway.
Yeah, almost, I mean, every place like Thailand and the Philippines, everybody instantly thinks of island life, beaches, and tropical settings. So for islands, the Philippines is home to over 7,000 islands. It will take you years to find them all. But for the Philippines, there are over 7,000 islands in the country. One of the most wonderful places in the world. If you are researching for the ultimate tropical island getaway, meaning if you want to stay in a country with plenty of diversified options on the tropical island,
then Philippines is a great choice because you have more than 7,000 islands
to choose from.
Why in Thailand, the number of the island in Thailand is about 1,400, which is less than in the Philippines.
A lot less.
But due to the reason that in Philippines there are more islands to choose from, so you can find more of the island that fit your style. Like
it's not gonna be as crowded everywhere you go because the Philippines has so many islands to choose from. Unless you go to one of the main places, then you most likely will have that place to yourself.
It's like if you travel in the Philippines for island getaway, it's like it's impossible that you will fail to find somewhere that you truly love.
Yeah.
Because it's
or feel truly secluded.
Yeah. Because for example, we went to Apple Island and
there was nobody there.
And we get a chance to swim with the sea turtle by ourselves, which I have never experienced that in Thailand. Thailand is a bit overcrowded. So basically Philippines is like a group of islands in the middle of Pacific Ocean and South China Sea. which both of them create two massive bodies of water, as you can see here, and these factors create a rich marine biodiversity in the island of the Philippines. Huge powerful ocean current swirling the island virtually from all the direction here.
Basically to have a lot of diversified fish and wildlife in the water.
In the water, due to this reason of the Philippines. And then get back to Thailand. Why in Thailand the current swirl only on the west side of Thailand, which is in the Andaman Sea?
Alright, so while in Thailand, the nightlife, the beach town and beach areas is pretty insane. It's kind of loud right now, but if you can get on one of the beaches, you can walk all the way down and there's just bar after bar after bar. That's why you have a high demand for backpackers that love to party. Beaches all throw parties every single night. You have half moon, full moon, red moon. You have every moon.
Black moon.
You have every moon party you could ever imagine in Thailand.
So it's like traveling to Thailand for backpacker is, especially those who love drinking and love to party, is like, seems to be like a paradise in Thailand, because Thai people throw party for every moon. Every situation happens to moon. Next thing that we would love to talk about is the ease of travel, and that is the major factor that we will call is like a backpacker trail aspect. So travel in Philippines will require more air and sea travel than in Thailand, because
in Thailand you can take a bus or a ferry everywhere you want to go.
In Philippines, in order to go to another country around Southeastern Asia,
you have to fly.
You have to go by air, you have to fly only. But in Thailand, you can easily go to Myanmar, go to Cambodia, go to Laos, go to Vietnam, go to Malaysia by bus. And most of the time it's cheap to go by bus as well.
Yeah, a lot of backpackers do the big loop. They go from Thailand to Malaysia, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, back to the northern part of Thailand.
Yeah, so that is also part of the reason why I think a lot of backpackers start off their traveling in Southeast Asia by start off in Thailand first, because it's like hitting 5 birds in one stone. You set in Thailand and you can go to any other country as well. But also in the Philippines, even though Philippines is more like a secluded group of island, which you have to go by air only to travel to the Philippines, but because Philippines has Cebu Pacific Airline, which is like a really cheap
it's a
airline
budget-friendly airline.
Yes, so for example, we get a really cheap flight from Bangkok flight to Philippines, costs only $39 US, and there are so many good cheap flights as well from Philippines to Taiwan or to Bali.
Alright, food is next, and it's a very subjective issue. So I don't personally think that Thai food is better than the Filipino food, or Filipino food is better than Thai food, but I do think there are some major differences. So when you're in Thailand, the food normally is pretty spicy, or it's very strong taste in herbs like lemongrass, basil, things like that. Whereas when you're in the Philippines, you have a more mild taste. You have like your pork and your beef with your stews and things like that. It's not as bold.
One thing that seems like Philippines has more than in Thailand is about the fast food chains. I feel like Filipinos love fast food.
They do. They love burgers, fries, and fast food.
In Thailand, we do have fast food restaurants, and most of the time you can find KFC, McDonald's. That is something you can find in Philippines as well, no doubt. But Philippines, they have their own.
Yeah, they have Jollibee.
They have Jollibee, which is like similar to, it's like a big fast food chain like McDonald's
or
KFC.
Minute Burger. They have the Minute Burger.
And they have also the local style fast food restaurant, fast food chain. It's so cheap. It's called Minute Burger. That is where we went to. And also in Dumaguete, there is like one local store. In El Nido, there is one local store that people just sell the burger by themselves, and it's pretty cheap. It's only
very cheap. It's like
the starting price is about
50 cents.
30 peso.
Okay, yeah.
30
about
peso.
30 peso.
Yes, so that is one good thing. If you are a big fan of fast food, I think in Philippines, like you will never be disappointed, and you can find it easily anywhere. It's like around the corner for fast food and hamburger, cheap as well. And also like they have their own style of grilling the bun. So for the next thing that I think is really different in Philippines and Thailand about additive seasoning. So basically in the Philippines, you can't see more of the spice as the additive seasoning that they provide to you when you order food. Most of the time in the Philippines, yes, most of the time in the Philippines, you will find vinegar, and they use soy sauce, and also calamansi. That is my favorite.
Calamansi is amazing.
Yes, it tastes like orange and lime together, not like too sour.
It looks like a very small lime.
Oh, it's so good with chicken, especially if you go to Inasan, you will get calamansi.
Chicken and sisig.
Oh, so good. So get back to Thailand. In Thailand, when you go to the restaurant, when you order food, normally it also comes with a whole thing of like chili powder, which
fish and chili.
Yeah, chili powder, you can't find that. They give it in the Philippines. But in Thailand, you would get chili powder, you get vinegar as well, just like in the Philippines, but they always come with the chunk of red chili
in the vinegar. They put chili in everything.
And also come with sugar. Also come with, instead of soy sauce, it comes with fish sauce in Thailand, which Jimmy doesn't like fish sauce. I will not talk about coffee. I will let Jimmy talk about it.
Yeah, because we know you're gonna spend an hour.
I will spend hours and days to talk about coffee. It's such a good coffee. Coffee bro. It comes with chocolate granule. This one on top that make it bomb.
So when it comes to coffee, basically in Thailand and the Philippines, it's very common to have 3-in-1 coffee. Just your packet of coffee, cream, and sugar all in one, dump in hot water, stir it up. But what you find in Thailand, which you don't see a lot in the Philippines, is they have coffee stands in Thailand. Everywhere. I saw a coffee stand next to a coffee stand. And all the Thai people get coffee because it's like 30 baht for a cup of coffee, like a big cup of coffee. And now we all know where your coffee addiction comes from. Alright, so don't worry about getting food in either country, because both countries have small street vendors and grocery stores along the roads everywhere. You can basically try any type of food you could ever imagine in both countries. But I feel that in Thailand, it's more frequent. Like, if you're walking down the road, it's not like one section of the street specifically for, you know, stalls or vendors. In Thailand, it's like every street, every corner, every window is selling something.
Street food is such a big thing in Thailand. It's like everybody can
get it.
Yeah.
But in the Philippines, it seems like it's more specific sections of certain streets that are designed for street vendors. A little more organized, I would say.
Yes, exactly. Now it's come to the topic about the language.
English is widely spoken in both countries, but in the Philippines, it's basically a second language.
Yeah, so I even noticed sometimes when Filipinos talk to Filipinos, when they talk to each other, sometimes they use English word or English.
They mix English and Tagalog together.
It's like in Philippines they speak English more than in Thailand.
They speak very good English.
Yes, but in Thailand it's more like a transliterate thing. It's like that some word in English we use it like as if it's Thai. As if it's Thai. For example, shop, we say shop. Whiskey, beer, vodka,
or cement.
Wine, cement.
Some words in Thai are actually the same words in English. Alright, so in Thailand, if you go to like a touristy area, most of the locals will be able to speak English. But even in the Philippines, if you go to the countryside, they not only speak Tagalog, but they can speak very fluent English as well. So it's not only in the touristy areas in the Philippines, it's the majority of your people can speak really good English. So it's a little bit easier to communicate.
Some of them even can speak Spanish. We know a couple of people that can speak 3 languages, Tagalog, English, and Spanish.
Alright, so both Thais and Filipinos are very, very friendly, especially in the time that you need help. But in Thailand, the Thai culture is very reserved. So once you get away from like the red light district or the tourist areas, the people become more shy. They don't tend to be as outreaching. Whereas in the Philippines, it feels like they're more influenced by the Western world, and they go out of their way to speak to you. Even if you're in like the local areas, they go out of their way to speak to you and crack jokes. So it seems like it's a little bit easier to make friends in the Philippines.
It's like if you ride a scooter along the road, you will see people say hi.
They'll wave, they'll high five you, and in Thailand you don't really see that as much.
Not really like that, because they are shy.
Yeah.
Most of the time. I don't mean all of them.
But most of the time they're more reserved. They keep to themselves more once you're away from the tourist areas.
Yes. So Jimmy just talked about the personality in general, so I will speak a little bit more about the characteristic and the outlook, like the physical feature, basically. This sounds like humor.
Now this is like what we've noticed.
So basically, in terms of the physical characteristic, Thai girls and Filipinas have one common characteristic, that we get tan so easily.
Yes. You guys do have very dark skin.
Yes. When I go to the Philippines, I got misunderstood as Filipina. When I go to Indonesia, I get
Everybody thinks she's Indonesian.
But one thing that kind of like set Thai girls and Filipina apart is, I think, for Thai people nowadays, you will see that we all like get a lot of influence from South Korea. So you can see Thai people concerned more about being white, and hairstyle, makeup style, the skin type is more into like South Korean and Eastern Asia influence. A lot of Thai girl has more like a narrow shaped eye compared to the Filipina.
They have more round shaped eyes.
In Filipina.
Yeah,
you noticed that as well, right? So that is I think that is the very distinctive
characteristics.
Yes, for Filipina and Thai. Also, in Thailand, being very, very skinny, I mean, no butt, thin, that is like a beauty value of Thai people. Now let's talk about the scooter ride.
Yeah, so this is a big thing in Thailand. Specifically in Thailand, not really as much in the Philippines, but in Thailand there's traffic police everywhere. Everywhere you go there's going to be roadblocks and stops, and even if you're wearing helmets and doing everything right, they're still going to try and stop you. Whereas in the Philippines, you don't really see it as much. You may see a cop, but he's normally directing traffic and he really doesn't want to bother you. But in Thailand, you'll probably get a ticket for no helmet or no driving license, especially if you're in a touristy area. There's going to be roadblocks because they know they can stop tourists from driving.
Yes, but we have never seen the roadblocks in the Philippines.
Yeah, I've never seen a roadblock in the Philippines.
So the last thing we will talk about the internet. So basically, what do you feel about the internet?
It's spotty.
People say that in the Philippines, the internet is worse than in Thailand. But seriously, even though I'm in Bangkok right now,
our internet's pretty bad.
The internet is pretty bad as well. And honestly, in the Meghalaya, where we get warned a lot that the internet there is so bad, but
it was really good.
And it was really good. But some area of the Philippines, the internet seemed to be something like a big challenge. For example, in Palawan, El Nido, Coron, but that is because that is so far off the mainland.
Yeah, it's very,
and that
very
is
far.
more like a vacation getaway place. So that is why if you go there and you want to just like hang out with family,
disconnect
from everybody,
definitely perfect place for you.
Yeah. So basically in Thailand, in some city like Chiang Mai, it's pretty well known for
Very
digital
good
nomad
internet.
to go there and set up there, as cost of living is cheap and internet is good to work. And also like in Bangkok, it's well known that it's good, but it doesn't mean that it applies to every area. just
Yeah.
like in the Philippines.
I mean, we found good internet in Palawan. Also, in El Nido, we found pretty good internet. But the problem with the Philippines internet is it's unstable. So you can get very fast internet for 10 minutes and then it drops to like nothing. But then like 5 minutes later it spikes back up and it's fast again. Whereas in Thailand it's more steady. Either you have slow internet or you have fast internet. It's not gonna jump drastically up and down like it will in the Philippines.
So we come to the end of this video, guys, and we hope that all of this
It was
will be very
helpful.
useful and helpful for you in terms of considering where you want to travel to, Philippines or Thailand. And as we said earlier, it's not like who is the winner here at all. For me, it's more like what's
Just
like
What
who are
fits
you?
you? Yeah,
what
as
fits
a
you
traveler.
better. Maybe like you can just like travel to both country. Not like maybe.
Yeah.
I always-
suggest you travel to both countries.
I always encourage people who ask the question in our video asking where they should go, Philippines or Thailand. And I always say, you know, you should start off by traveling to both countries. Travel to the Philippines for a month and travel to Thailand for a month and see
Which one
country
you like better.
Yeah, which country best fit your style.
They all have their ups and downs.
Yes,
You just have to find which one best fits you. We hope this video helps you guys and gives you some insights on where you should travel next. And if you guys have any differences that you think we should include in the next video, feel free to leave them in the comments below.
What do you want to know more about Philippines and Thailand, or do you want to know about some other aspect from us?
In comparison.
Yeah, in comparison, just feel free to let us know in the comment below. Or if there is anything in terms of the comparison between Thailand and Philippines that we haven't included, so you can let us know in the comment below as well. We would love to know that.
Alright, so we would like to say thank you, Hank Adams, because you are our new Patron member and we thank you very much for all the support.
Thank you very much, guys.
If you guys like the video, please leave it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe and stick around for more videos.
And what about if they don't like the video?
Well, then still subscribe. Because you have to like the video. We'll see you guys in the next one.